Salutations, my fellow dandies. It's me, Jack Dandy, and we're playing more Fort Solis. I think this is probably the only. Well, we're halfway through. I think this is the second half. We'll finish it today, but it's got 4 episodes. We did the first 2 last week, so yeah, we'll do the second 2 today. They're like an hour long each, so it shouldn't take us long. Hey, salutations to you, Punny. Good to see you as always. We're exploring an abandoned Martian space station today. Got to mix it up. Got to keep it different. What has happened? We are engineers on Mars, and we have been called. There's been a distress call for Fort Solis, which was an early Martian facility. When we got there, it was empty. There's only like 6 active staff members at the time, so we've been hunting them. All of them are dead, except Troy Baker, who attacked us. And now we are a woman. That's basically the plot so far, I think. And our character refuses to, like, even after starting to find dead people, still refuses to, like, jog or move anything more than a casual saunter. Because, you know, there's no sense of urgency here. But yeah, we got attacked, and we've called for help, but they won't come for a few hours. So we are now Jessica, who I want to see a helmet, because they've been talking about how she decorated her helmet, and I want to see the. I can't. I'll check on them indoors. That's probably the smart thing to do. Now, this game, I was surprised because I played this like an hour after it came out last week, and I quite enjoyed it. And I was surprised when I was to see the reviews for it that it was quite bad. I do think for the price that it is a bit short, and it is very slow. But I like slow games sometimes, so I can understand those flaws. So I'd be interested to see whether there's just like maybe the second half of this game just does not hold up, and maybe there's like some critical flaw to the ending of the game that really spoils it. Because I've been enjoying it so far. There was a Rubik's Cube that I couldn't do. It was fun. There were other things that happened, but I mostly remember the Rubik's Cube. Is this? Oh. Hi, I see you up there. I guess that's Troy. I think this is the wall I climbed.
No climbing for me then.
Okay, Jess doesn't want to. Because I was going to say, part of the thing I liked about the first half of this was the conversation between Jack and Jess. I thought they had quite a good rapport. So now it's like, well, now Jess has got no one to talk to.
Lockdown in full effect.
Okie dokie. I guess I'll try the front door then. But yeah, despite my best efforts, there is no way to make Jessica or Jack move any quicker. The only button I have is to check my wristwatch. And I'm not expecting them to like go full sprint. I understand they're on, you know, an unstable surface. They got maybe like a heavy spacesuit on. But just get the lead out a little bit.
Access denied. Lockdown in full effect.
Oh, how am I supposed to get in? Ah, he left his tools in the LTV.
There we go. I didn't even see that. I guess it is quite dark out. Which makes sense.
Why does he even have this in here? Not that I'm complaining. I mean, I guess I am.
Again, it's all very, it's just so very cavalier. It's just like, he has, you know, he's definitely found dead people, and his comms have gone quiet, and he was screaming and shouting before comms went quiet. But just make some jokes to yourself. To be fair, if I was in the same situation, I probably would also be making jokes to myself. I have realised, as a result of working from home, that I have started talking to myself a lot more often. I went into the office last week.
I'm sure it's fine to cut this door. Only one way to find out, really.
I went into the office and I had to keep stopping myself because I kept catching myself talking to myself while I was working. Just being like, okay, this person here will work fine. Yeah, we'll use them. And I was like, there are people around me who can hear me. But apparently it's a lot of my co-workers went, yeah, no, I've started doing that too.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to scare you. I saw you out in the storm. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, good. Good, because there is some really weird shit going on here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You haven't seen my friend.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Jessica Appleton. And you?
I'm Nick. I run the drills around here. I did. You know.
I was not
Where's your
expecting
team?
an awkward encounter with the...
They're off-site. We can't drill in these storms. Who are you here with?
No one. I'm responding to an alarm.
Oh, right. Yeah, the alarm.
Yeah, I was not expecting an awkward conversation with the psychopath immediately after entering. Oh, I was not expecting a meet either. Hey, I'm finally running!
Hey, come on!
Where are you going? Huh? Where are you going? I can help. I can help you, okay? You need to calm down. Just breathe, and you open the door, and I'll take you to go see your friend, okay?
You breathe. It's like,
all right, but you gotta calm down.
just tap on the panel.
And
It's
you
going to
gotta
turn the
open the door.
oxygen off.
Okay? Come on, open the door. Just open the door.
I'm
It's
not a
easy.
dog.
Open the door. Open the door. Open the door.
Open the fucking door!
I'm sorry, I got mad. Sometimes I just.
I think he has the space crazies. I think it's safe to say. I mean, I knew that, but it's just nice to have confirmation. Like, it wasn't just a misunderstanding. Like, maybe he was afraid of someone else and he thought I was them, but no, he's just...
What are you doing, Jessica?
straight up Cocoa Pops. Let's open the door.
Door locked.
Okay. Well, I hope he hasn't killed Jack, because I quite like Jack. He did beat him up quite a lot, and there are a lot of dead people. So...
He was in the maintenance unit. That I know. I need to check it.
narratively, there's a good chance he's still alive. But considering this guy's killed a lot of people already, it doesn't really make much sense that he would leave him alive. I would have absolutely killed him and then gone out to stand in the storm like a freak. Right, can I see the helmet now? I really want to see... I want don't see any decorations on her helmet. Stop looking at the camera. I'm trying to look at your helmet. She said she drew a dog on it. Oh, that's lame. Helmet's all boring. Hey, I know where I am. Do I still have... I guess I don't have the security clearance anymore, though. Oh, but she's got a new email. She got... I was just going to say she's got 36, but I thought maybe that would just be... Unless Jack's been sending her. LTV suspension issue, you got him. Pending promotion transfer. Hi Jessica, thanks so much for completing our promotion process. I'm happy to confirm that your scores were fantastic. You've been selected to be our lead engineer at the new Lunar Baltic station. I understand your reluctance to transfer locations. I've scheduled a meeting at Minor on Monday so we can evaluate your options. Congratulations again. Man, these two, like... Jack was one day away from going on annual leave. I'm just about to be promoted. And we get attacked by a psychopath in an abandoned space station. I mean, there's never a good time to be attacked by a psychopath in an abandoned space station, but really, it's just the timing's awful. Seems like someone's discovered Jack's vending machine adjustments. We'll be funny to see him have to explain it before his vacation, wouldn't it? What do you think? Keep in mind we might need a full guy. Jobs and log meet down in the hangar. Let's hit HG2 in case the drill needs to bring him back down. See you there. Okay, these are all the emails from that I found. So it's just these top few.
Yeah, I know how to record logs. Yeah, please grab me one. Check out.
Yeah, and those are the videos I already had. So do I have access? I guess it's level 5.
Level 5. Access required.
I don't think I had level 5 access though. Although that was the level 3 door and I just opened it, so... I guess will she say if I inspect the corpse with her? Oh yeah, she can re-inspect stuff.
You idiot.
That's...
Access granted.
So seeing a pool of blood on the floor, I goes, ah, you clumsy sod. Oh, I give the corpse a poke.
This is out of control. I need to get Jack and get the fuck out of here.
Take it with you. I don't know what it is in video games, or in some video games at least. Just the absolute reluctance of people in situations where their lives are in danger to carry a weapon. Like, just for comfort, if nothing else. Like, I get that maybe a surgical saw.
It's been a long night, and I'm just trying to contain this.
Is Jack alive? Where is he?
You care for him. I get that. Even with my oath, there is nothing I can do for either of you now.
What you are doing is insane.
Take a look around and tell me I'm wrong.
Wrong? Why would you do this?
Jack London said it best. The proper function of man is to live, not to exist.
Can't be the fall guy if he doesn't come back.
It's like, That's very rude of you to interrupt me whilst I'm talking. To make an inside joke about the vending machines.
It really is empty here. Boston heyday.
I don't know what that means. I don't know that I necessarily want to re-explore the entire spaceship, station even, with Jessica, especially seeing as she is just as unwilling to get the lead out as Jack was. But at least there's only a couple of, like, interactables in each section.
Level 5. Access required.
I should have access.
Jack? Jack, is that you?
Okay, they both said there's something in the canteen.
Door locked.
And then just haven't gone into the canteen.
I can't believe they still have these.
Oh, I guess that's so that I can still collect stuff if I missed it with Jack, and that makes sense. I should have access to more of the crew quarters now, though, because I didn't have the access cards
Jack.
before.
Have you found your friend?
Why don't you give me a hint?
I wish I could.
Level
That would be
4.
cheating, wouldn't it, Jess?
Required.
And, I'm trying to do everything I can to contain this situation.
That you created.
Me? No. No. Helen just had to be right. At any cost.
Right about what?
Come to the greenhouse. I'll show you.
So this is the guy he was pretending to be. Hi Nick, sad I'm not sure what you're referring to. We have a book club you wish to join. Texts are available on the portal. Let me know and I can get me added for next week. Thanks. Hey man, just dropping a quick message to say thanks for dropping off the rock. It's just further proof that there wasn't a man that damaged our hangar door. How can this many rocks have such consistent markings? Anyway, see you at poker night, Dawson.
These storms. We've suffered setbacks. Helen continues to demand materials, but we simply can't meet her demands. My whole team is agitated and arguing all the time now. Everyone seems different. I'm not sure how much longer we can keep this up. Something has to give. I need to speak to Adam. Injuries, damages. I've never seen anything like it. We shouldn't be out there.
It's curious. Like, they've been talking about these scratches on the doors, but then they've also been like developing they're trying to grow plants.
Funny story. I walked into the comm center and I swear I hear a seam doing poetry. He denied it, but he definitely wasn't singing along to something. Being up here, man, messes with you. Maybe I just need to get back to center point.
So it's like, is there actually a creature out there, or is it just that they've done something that's driven everyone crazy, and it was someone out there with like a, I don't know, a space knife? And maybe Wyatt's just the last person.
Door locked.
These doors aren't going to open, I don't think. Xavier's just the last survivor. I don't need to go that way. Oh, it's a dead end. So let's...
He's not in any of these.
trudge back.
Although, it would be just like him to jump out too.
I thought I got level 4 access, but I guess I didn't. It's the private bathroom. That's not going to help me. I think the other corpse was in the lobby. Canteen, crew quarters, warning.
Door locked.
Yeah. I think there was another corpse outside. That was the one whose jaw I squished. Can I get to the greenhouse? I mean, I must be able to. He's told me to go there. Yeah, there's the other lady.
Why would he come after everyone? Come on, Appleton. Stay on mission.
Okay, I thought there'd be more than that. Right. I don't know where it is actually. Maintenance unit. Oh, I had to go at the front. Yeah, I had to go at the front door. Was there anything else? Nah. That was. I had to go inside to climb up the stairs because I couldn't climb up the wall.
Right. Now, where is the maintenance unit?
Airlock sequence complete.
Now I'm back outside. If I was Wyatt, I'd just be waiting for me out here.
I need to find Jack before the storm hits.
This away. I think I'm going to inspect the other corpse as well. It'd be funny if she finds the maps. It's so hard to actually read. I think that's the maintenance thing. I think the corpse is over here. I want to just have a look at it. I think it'd be funny if she's like, "Oh, Wyatt, what have you done to this guy's jaw, you sicko?" And I say, "Yeah, Wyatt. He definitely did that. That was, yeah, definitely that guy. What a freak." Here he is. Oh, okay. No, we apparently don't care about this guy. Okay. Oh, no, it's don't go too far on my way for that, I suppose. But kind of disappointing. There's nothing to click on there. And her arms. She must not have a huge amount of muscle mass, because she just keeps switching her arms to block her face. Like, she's like, oh, now this arm's tired. I'm going to switch to this arm, then back to this arm. And of course, as soon as I started saying that, she's now just held up her right hand. It was only just before I started saying it that she was switching every second. Yeah, it's definitely a lot worse now that there's not any conversation. I liked it when it was Jack and Jessica talking to each other.
Airlock sequence complete.
It reminded me of
Please be in here.
Firewatch. But the good bits of Firewatch. Oh, I've lost control.
Fuck. What happened here?
Well, you rewind the video. Oh, no, it's gone now. Can I... No, okay. We want to download that video. Might serve as evidence later on when the rescue team arrives, but no, that's fine. Like I said, he's probably fine. Probably in a cupboard or something. Fair play to them though, if they've like properly just gutted him.
Jessica.
Where is he?
Helen tried to silence me. And people need to know
Know what?
that this is bigger than just us. But don't worry, I'm looking into Helen's work right now.
What was she doing?
Come to the greenhouse. I'll show you.
Jack must be there with him.
I mean, you could just say that. Just said, "I've got your friend here." And I was like, "Well, I have no weapons, and he has the home ground advantage. But sure, let's head to the greenhouse and see if we can maybe figure out what the shit." Wait, seriously? Did I just... Oh, god damn it. Did I... Wait, no, I went to the... I shouldn't have left this a week. I'm really confused now about where I need to go. I went through here... No, yeah, I did the drill, but I did that just to get outside. And then once I was outside, I think I took the wrong corridor. Back into the maintenance bay and then check my map again. That doesn't help. Oh man, this is worse than freaking backtracking in Metroid Prime. I went through the drill area because to get outside because I couldn't go through. Wait, why couldn't I go through the front door? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I do need to go through the drill area. Yeah, this is all just a straight path. Oh, god damn this place. And my mission is still to lift the lockdown, not to go to the greenhouse, but maybe that's how I get to the greenhouse, is lifting the lockdown. But I thought is the communication hub outside? Wyatt, I know you're trying to lure me into a trap. I mean, you know how you're trying to lure me into a trap to the greenhouse. Do you reckon you could tell me where it is? Because I'm a bit lost. I haven't been here before. Jack went through here, not me. This is my first time here. Just very patiently waiting for me, just going, how long? She does have a map of this place, right? Right, I went. Do I have to go through the drill bay again? But I thought I had to do that because. Well, there's communications. So maybe if I go through, if I go, that door's red, but. Is it server room? Drill bay? Yeah, this is the way to the communication hub.
Level 4. Access required.
Okay. Not the communication. Okay, so the communications hub, clearing the lockdown through the comms hub is kind of like the defeat Ganon objective, I think. Like we will do that eventually. But it only requires level 4, so. There's still a level 5 after that to look forward to. Maybe the greenhouse is outside somewhere. Maybe I just needed to go walk around a bit. Well, the drill bay should take me outside. Eventually. Main hangar. Yeah, I've already explored these offices. Oh, right. Yeah, I can't get through here because this collapsed. Right. Okay. Wyatt! Again, can you tell me where the greenhouse friggin' is? I bet it's outside. Why would you have a greenhouse indoors? That's where the sun is. That outside, not indoors. You know what I mean. Okay. So let's go back up and back out the front door. Please, just move just a little bit faster. Like, Jack's in trouble, I have to go. Offices, conference room, stairwell, boot room. So that's the maintenance unit, that's outside. It's not upstairs, is it? Just go. There you go. There you go. There you go. So I know stairs are difficult at the best of times, let alone in space.
It's getting bad out there. Help best arrive soon.
Well, it looks like a greenhouse. I just have to squint. That's the maintenance bay. That's where I just was. That just leads me back round. Maybe that's the greenhouse? Anyway. It's not up here, is the important thing. Alright. Back downstairs. This is the thing with Mars. Like, obviously there is a need to colonize it if we want to ever go, you know, further out into the galaxy. But Mars is such a boring planet. Like, the gravity's pretty normal. It's all dusty and windy. Like, at least on the moon there's low gravity and you can play golf. Okay. So I haven't been over here. So this maintenance bay. Oh, there's the greenhouse. That giant building at the back. Okay, there we go. I just need to go around the back. I can kind of understand now why Wyatt didn't give me specific directions to get to the greenhouse, because he didn't think that anyone would be able to miss the giant building on the surface map. Which is fair. I'll just, if he asks what took me so long, I'll just tell him I wanted to, I had things I needed to inspect. He doesn't know me well enough to call me a liar. That would be rude. I reckon it's the space crazies. I don't reckon there's any, like, monsters. That'd be silly. I reckon they just developed some kind... In trying to develop Mars plants, they accidentally developed some kind of, like, narcotic.
Access denied. Lockdown in full effect.
Wyatt? I'm at the greenhouse, can you let me in? Is there another entrance? Is there another greenhouse around the side? Yeah. They've created some kind of like apple or something that's made everyone go Steve Buscemi. Oh, there is a side door. Oh, that also looks locked.
Access denied. Lockdown in full effect.
Maybe... Oh, hang on. Maybe that's why I need to go to the comms hub. Maybe I can go to the comms hub and get inside the comms hub on the surface. And I can remove the lockdown on the greenhouse. That makes some sense. Which I think is... over to the... that building there with the big satellite dish on top. That makes sense. If I was building a comm sub, that's what I would put on top of it. Yeah. I would think though for a communications hub on Mars you'd need a bigger satellite. Well, I guess it depends on who they're communicating with. It might just be in other stations on Mars.
How am I supposed to move that? In this storm? There must be something here to help.
If only there was some kind of white circle indicating a device that might be able to help me. Ah, a winch.
The things I do for you, Leary.
Considering help is on the way, I don't think anyone would be like blame her for like just chilling out in her car. I don't really have a plan.
Come on! Just work! Let's remove the lockdown and find him.
She had very little patience for that. She hadn't even pressed the button once, and she's like, "Come on!" I was like, "All right, calm down. It's been a long day."
Airlock sequence complete.
Alright, well, this is a new room, finally. What we got? No, no. Damn it. Damn it. This is why I'm not a hacker, because I got no sense of rhythm. Congratulations, you're an engineer. Thank you. That's why I'm not an engineer either.
The T-13s have finally arrived. These will make working on the site so much easier. I'm looking for...
Sir, Officer Tyler's here again, insisting to come in.
For a guy who lectures me non-stop about safety regulations, you'd think he'd understand why he's not allowed back here.
Hi Nick, couldn't really... Oh, so this is Nick's Molly tool. Hi Nick, couldn't really isolate what the issue was with the Molly tool. Passed to the maintenance department to look at it. In the short term, stop by my office and I can set you up with a new one. Hi Nick, I have a special request from the Better Tomorrow project. We're going to start facilitating delivery of unique materials which we will have to store in the drill bay hangar. I'll pop down in about an hour so we can talk about it. Thanks. Hey man, just dropping a quick message to say thanks for dropping off the rock. Okay, no, that was the one we had earlier. Cool. Cool. Tell you what, 1 minute. Because it's still saying I got... Oh no, it's all saying 0 now. Nope, don't care. Okay. We just know intrinsically there's nothing of use on that computer. Just looking at it, there wouldn't be anything on that computer.
Odd request today. Phoebe asked me to increase the chess difficulty. I actually don't know how to do it. It's been a long time since I had to log a support ticket and it was for chess. Who knew?
Is that it? That's the second file we found about the chess difficulty. I have a feeling at some point I'm going to have to play chess. Which is unfortunate. Sim. Power issues continue to haunt us off-site. I've asked time and time again for more I-5 support on these trips. 2 of my team got sick today due to the time delay. I can't have people looking at my team, understand? Please secure more I-5 support for tomorrow's run. Nick. Sim. Who has clearance to the greenhouse site from the core team? I'm looking to assess what I believe to be a serious health warning. Thanks. Hi Sim, thanks for the book. However, after reading it, I feel I have surpassed chess for beginners and need to adjust my AI difficulty. I've looked at the settings for Catch Me and figure it out. Could you advise? Thanks, Phoebe.
Today, our power
3
system
documents about chess
continued to fail.
difficulty.
The array becomes more damaged with each cycle. I get that people are frustrated, but there is only so much I can do. I have been studying. Hopefully it helps at next week's get together.
The array is kind of falling apart through in sandstorms, but I can play chess now, which is nice. Motion detected. Ooh. Oh hey! That's either my friend or the corpse of my friend. It's good to know. She's a storage 3.
If not here, then where? How do I reset the system?
Well, hang on, we haven't tried everything yet. I was hoping I'd get a level 4 keycard though here, but...
There is no way this can help me remove the lockdown. At least I don't think so. I'll call that Plan B.
I can rotate it though. That's kind of fun. I don't know to what end. It's probably for a puzzle later on. Okay. Neat. Man, the station sucks.
Focus and calm.
Yeah, come on. You're a hysterical woman. Get yourself together. Just because you're alone in a space station with a psychopath, and your friend may or may not be dead, this is no time to have a panic attack. Right. Well, the server room's got to have something, right? Oh man, look at all these graphics cards. Did I find another corpse?
Pull yourself together. You can do this.
Oh, yep, there he is. Don't look at him. Don't look at him. He's just asleep. Oh, cool.
Fuck. What are you doing, Jess? Just picking up a man's fucking arm, that's what. Time to get these systems back online.
Oh, I smell a puzzle. Okay.
Oh, I really thought I had it.
What do you mean you really thought I had it? We haven't done anything. 25, 28, 23 to 35, 39. What do I have to put them in? Reset required for each server console. Okay. Hey, are you Asim? I think you might be Asim. I mean, you can still play chess with one arm. That's the good news. The bad news is I think you're dead. Okay, I should made a note which numbers. I need to reset. 23, 28, 23, 25, 28, 35, 39. I'm not gonna remember that. 25.
Let's hope this works. Come on!
I wish more tech problems were solved with mini games.
What even is that? This is ridiculous.
I was trying to anticipate it, but I think it kept resetting. 33 and 35? And then 23? Like, imagine how much more fun it would be when you get, like, a system error if you had to play a little mini game instead of just doing Control or Delete. 25, 28, 23. You just have to do them in order.
I haven't got time for this.
Right then. Wait, did I? Oh, I think I ballsed it up already.
Oh, which one's now?
Okay, 25, 28. This is as tedious as real IT support, I suppose, so... Alright, then 23. It would be cool if they were different, but I guess it also wouldn't make much sense if they were different. Then 35, 39. So 35's over here. No, it's not. Thirty-five's back here. Time for this, and it yet still refuses to go any faster than a brisk pace. He's like, well, I don't want to get all sweaty in my spacesuit. You know, it chafes. I can't go solving any, you know, mysteries while I'm chafing.
Finally! Let's get the system back online. At least the system reset.
Nothing gets our space sweat, exactly. Once it's in,
has it?
they only give you the one suit.
Hoskins, canteen. Got it. One last stop and then we're out of here.
Hey, we finally come to the canteen and we got our level 4 clearance. Nice. Do I have to actually unlock it, or is it unlocked? No, it's done, okay. Yeah. Salutations to you, Ghost Neo. Indeed, nothing gets our space sweat, and plus, it's all self-contained, so it's all you can smell.
Jesse, think about what you're doing.
I am.
It's been a long night, and I'm just trying to contain this. You haven't seen what I have. Listen to me. You have no idea what you're doing. Jessica. Okay. I've let this go on long enough. I'm on my way.
Imagine the guy who has gone insane is being unreasonable. I don't think, did I come into the gym before? I think I missed this, I think. Yeah, imagine that somehow the guy who is attacking everyone is somehow unreasonable. Like, he was just going on at me about, like, oh, you need to come to the greenhouse, and it's like, okay, I'll remove the lockdown then, so I can come to the greenhouse.
Locked.
And he's like, what are you doing? It's like, you told me to come to the greenhouse, Troy Baker. want to go through the crew quarters, because I think I can open one of the doors now. Yeah. Gotta remember to get a t-shirt on the way out as well. You know. What's the point of surviving a creepy abandoned space station if you don't have a souvenir? Right, canteen's over there. We'll go there in a second. But I got the level 4 clearance now. So I can go into Asim's room. And I can play... Oh, I can play chess! I mean, they put a whole, like...
I spend more time adjusting
Hey!
the projector for movie night than actually working.
Thanks for the raid,
We have
King
severe
Demonic.
power issues due to our faulty
Much
array.
appreciated. Nice
Our
to
power
see you.
is running out. But at least we have old movies to pass the time.
Says half paying attention to the audio file there. Good to see you. Hope you had a... And to your raidie, I hope you had a good stream. You still playing Stardew, or are you on to something else now? Alarm request granted. Okay, so he was the one who put the lockdown alarm on. Ah, Sam, thanks for the book. However, after reading it, I feel I've surpassed chess for beginners. Oh yeah, we got that. Yeah, okay, this is just the Terrascuri one. I played Minecraft today. I love a bit of Minecraft. I haven't played that for a while. I felt a bit sad because I had one of those dedicated servers during lockdown for me and my friends to play on. But then once kind of, lockdown ended and COVID ended, we stopped playing on it. And I kept getting emails recently like, hey, it's been 18 months, we're going to delete your server. And I was like, oh, we had some good times, but I don't want to spend more money to keep the server alive for a world we've abandoned. Imagine if that turns out to be, that's how the world ends. If the world ends and it's just like, oh yeah, God just couldn't be bothered to pay the subscription fee anymore, sorry. Asim, I'm thinking of starting up a poetry club. Know anyone that might be interested, or do you have a secret club already? Thanks, Nick. Chess with 7. Your order of chess maneuvers has been dispatched. You can track your package using your reference number on the Terra portal. Thanks. I really hope that they let me play chess, because they've been talking about this frigging game of chess the entire game. It's got to be a chessboard or in a digital chess game somewhere. They've got to be digital, because he was talking about upgrading the difficulty on the AI. Yeah, it was just sad, because it's like I did have some sort of, some nostalgic memories there. We built a Christmas tree in the town centre. It's lovely.
Okay, what about this? A desperate dream. One that never fades. Constant, like time. I told you my poetry was coming along. Sure, it's no choice right now, but I'm working on it. All we have up here is time. So I will have plenty of time to practice. The cycle is dragging. Not sure if poetry alone can sustain me for that long. Perhaps I will get a yo-yo.
Aww. I like Sam. It's a shame he's dead. I thought this game looked good. Yeah, it only came out last week. It's quite a short game, so it's not been reviewing very well. I think it's mostly just the pace and the length of it people are complaining about. I didn't want to read any reviews in case it spoiled anything, because there's no way to make your character move faster than this. It's the most frustrating thing. Canteen. That's this way. But it's fun. This is one of my favorite genres of game. Is just a spooky abandoned place, normally a space station, and you are there trying to find out why, what made it spooky and abandoned. Is that where I need to go? Oh, the map's so hard to read. I think this is the way I need to go. was not where I needed to go, but it's fine. Canteen, here we go. So we found there are 6 crew members, I think they said earlier, and we found 4 of them, plus Wyatt. And every time we've been to the canteen, or at least with both characters, they said, "Is there someone in?" Oh yeah, they're okay. They were talking about this guy. Hey, Hoskins.
Adam?
You dead or drunk?
Okay.
Aww. An LA Noir it. I guess. Wait, someone slit his throat? No, I guess they strangled him because
Yes, finally. Fuck lockdown.
there'd be more blood if someone slit his throat. Yeah, don't. There you go. Leave him looking at least somewhat comfortable. So I think that's all of the crew members we found now. So it is just Wyatt who's still alive. I think.
It might not be full access, but the tunnels are good enough. Probably safer to enter that way anyway.
Yeah. Well, let's go and check out his room, because that was the level 5 room. The clues gathered so far, what do you think happened? So there's been a few things, but I think they're like trying to give you some like red herrings. They've talked about scratches on external doors. So they're sort of like, oh, there's something out there that's attacking people, but I don't think that's the case. And they've been trying to grow.
Got to separate Nick and Wyatt today. Another argument. I'm not sure what has gotten into either of them. I'm amazed Wyatt actually thinks Nick is intentionally harming his team. So bizarre.
So, Helen, who was the geneticist, I think, has been like trying to grow. The basic premise of this is they're trying to grow plants on Mars, and it's a better tomorrow is the name of the scheme. They're trying to grow plants, and it's not going well. But Helen's like, I think I'm on the cusp of something, and has been ordering in exotic materials. I think what's happened is that she's accidentally created some kind of like paranoia agent or something that's made everyone go crazy and started turning against each other, and they've all just killed each other. Or Wyatt has killed most of them, I think, maybe. Hi Adam, there's not a lot I can share, you know that. However, I can say that we are progressing well. Recent results have been very promising, and our work is beginning to really create hope here. I can explain more when you visit the lab. Thanks, Helen. Dear site managers, as you know, it's that time of year when storm season is almost upon us. Oh yeah, there's also a storm, which is preventing people from coming to save us at the moment. This year we're pleased to offer a 2% kickback for any staff members from your site that signs up for our additional healthcare plans. For a number of materials... Oh yeah, we read this one already. Adam, quite a few of the crew have been visiting the sanctuary more frequently. I'm looking at the log reports, and even Officer Taylor is spending long sessions in there. I just wanted to raise it as a company guideline state that when staff exceed above average usage, we're to report and address it. Let me know how you want to proceed. Thanks, Oscar. Hey, just booking these tickets. Their tour starts next week, but wanted to check if you still wanted one. They dropped their new single, Cat Got That Milk. Check it out and let me know. They will sell it in the pre-sale, but I have a Terror employee code. At least we have some benefit. Thanks, Dawson. I like that the security officer, no, the head engineer was just into a band that's putting out songs called Cat Got That Milk. This guy.
every day it's something new. If it isn't Wyatt and Helen, it's Nick or Azim complaining about the power. I'm holding it together best I can, but something must give. I'm hopeful it'll all be worth it in the end. I remain hopeful anyway.
Oh, we've got motion in the canteen. Oh, hey, Wyatt. Oh, wait. I think this is just a video of him killing... Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's Wyatt. They don't really have their name... They should have their names on the back of their shirts like football players. Wyatt did say he was on his way over, though. So I am worried that he's going to pop out at us when we go through the... when we go out. But I want to go check the crew quarters first, because I've got the level 5 access now. Which means I can access the other 2 private rooms. Be a Man and Medan type situation. Yeah, possibly. Where they're all just like hallucinating monsters. Because Wyatt's very vague about like what he's trying to accomplish here. But no, I've played Man. I'm a big fan of the Dark Pictures anthology and the and Supermassive. Oh. You might be a spaceman, but we are the greatest. We're on the greatest journey there is. Well, I have bad news for you, kids. Why? I know sometimes your pride can be intolerable, but if you're truly feeling that way, you should really take a step back. It's only a posting. We miss you. The girls can't wait to have you at home. If nothing else, hold on to that, Christina. Hey, we haven't heard from you for a few days. Did you manage to get a sim to fix your terminal? Just drop me a message here if you're not too busy and wanted to call later. I'll keep the girls up just in case. Love you. Why? I don't hear from you almost this week and then you send me that? What's in this package? Why can't I open it? You're scaring me. Call me back now. I'm serious. Does Tom know what it is? Ah, so Wyatt sent a mysterious package to, I guess, Earth? Or at least wherever his, I think, wife is.
I confronted Helen today about the situation here. She flat out refuses to admit anything is going on. More of Nick's teams are showing what I believe, based upon my medical experience, to be clearly radiation sickness, but she said that due to the varying symptoms being displayed by each patient, I currently have nothing conclusive to confirm my diagnosis. But there is one consistent factor. And that's the hand trigger. That's a sign. And I think that's a sign that it's just hiding in plain sight. Yeah, come in.
A couple of guys playing poker tonight. Fancy it?
No, not tonight. But did you think about what I talked about, going to the hangar?
Not this again. Why? You know I can't just let you in. It's against regulations. You could get suspended.
Yeah, I've asked you not to call me. Why is no one taking this seriously?
I am. Tell you what. If you win the game, I'll let you take a look. Sound fair?
Yeah, deal.
Right. I'll let the guys know we found our 6th player. See you in the canteen about 7.
Yeah, great. Can't wait. Looks like I'm playing poker tonight. I hate poker.
So I think there were more crew members before the storm hit, and I think they sent all the engineers home because of the storm because they couldn't work, but there was like 6 left over. And you still need to play House of Ashes. Yeah, House of Ashes was okay. It was a bit dull, but I think it was probably the most like consistent. The problem with House of Ashes, the only problem I had with House of Ashes is that there's a backstory in House of Ashes that you get through like texts. I think you get through diary entries, I think it is, that was way more interesting. Wait, no, hang on. Which one was House of Ashes? Yes, no, House of Ashes. That's the one we play as the soldiers. There were diary entries that told a way more interesting story, and I was just like, the entire time I was playing it, I was like, well, this story's fine, but I want to play that story. It sounds way more interesting. And yeah, Devil Within had a really good premise, and they just didn't deliver on the premise. So. So is that Wyatt? I think it is. Yeah, it is. Okay, so the security cameras are just showing me footage of him killing most of the people, I think. Just really didn't want to play poker. But he mentioned the hand tremor, and I had a hand tremor earlier. So that's interesting.
Well, in addition to running low on toilet paper, we're now running low on antibiotics because some kind of seasonal flu has haunted us for the past few weeks. I think we're all just looking forward to losing our dreary eyes and raw noses. I know that I am. But one benefit to being locked away is being able to call Rachel about her studies. She says she's following in the footsteps of her father. I don't know, up here, it is maybe the best medicine to be a proud parent. Gives you something to hold on to.
You think that'd be the one good thing about space is that you don't have to worry about getting sick, because like all of the all the diseases are back on Earth. But I suppose so long as there are people, they're still going to get sick.
Today.
Hang on, what am I trying to say? Troy Baker is like a highlight of this. He does play very good. I mean, Troy Baker's good in pretty much everything that he does. He's just Troy Baker, but he does play a good psycho. Did I watch this one?
Nights are over now.
No, I haven't watched this one.
We continue to hear noises outside at night, and I know it's not just the storm. Tomorrow I'll confirm you all.
Oh, yeah, his hand's twitching.
I've done everything I can. I've been rational. I've tried to reason. But Helen refuses to acknowledge the damage that she is doing. She even reported me to Central for exceedingly aggressive behavior. Me.
Me, of all people, he says as he finishes stabbing another crew member. What was he sent down there, honestly? Maybe he sent what it was that's causing all this. Yeah, I think, like, whatever it is making everyone, especially him, paranoid. And, in his paranoia, he thinks that, like, Nick and Helen are hurting the crew. And I guess he then also sent that package away because I guess he thought that...
Today.
I don't know.
Today I can't believe what I saw. It's the soil. It's always been here, literally right under our feet.
Okay.
What has happened here cannot happen on Earth. Can you imagine the consequences? If people were to take this infection back home with them, I mean, Jesus, I almost brought a plague back home for my daughter. I have a moral obligation to contain this and prevent it from spreading. I reported the incident to Central. And Oscar is on his way over now. He can help me access the greenhouse. Because suspended. What does that even mean? I just hope I have the strength to do what needs to be done.
So yeah, whatever's making them, like, whatever he's got that's making him paranoid is also making his hands shake. My hands were shaking earlier, so maybe I am sick as well. And so maybe he's right about containing it. But it could also just be that I've just got shaky hands because of all the dead people. Adam, as discussed, it's critical in this moment to make sure we take all measures to safeguard the greenhouse and the work we're doing. Officer Taylor has become increasingly hostile towards my work and is starting to claim it is, in fact, harming the residents of Fort Solis, something we both know to be false. I reported this to Central and he shouldn't be a problem much longer. Please have Oscar keep a closer eye on him until then. Thanks. Hi, Adam. I've looked into the numerous complaints of staff morale becoming increasingly hostile. There seems to be a quick rise in agitation and conflict between staff. This could be attributed to the storm season and isolation, but there seems to be much more to it than that. Officer Taylor asked me to look at the health records of those working in the greenhouse, and I have to say not only was I astonished by those results, but alarmed when I'd seen that you had removed his complaint from the system. Can you please explain this action? Thanks. Hi, Adam. Thanks for meeting me about my concerns. I want to let you know I took your advice and left a sample with Officer Taylor. I just felt it was the right thing to do. I'm sorry. Adam, this is getting out of hand. I had to separate my team today over the smallest incident. How long are you going to allow this to fester? I want to believe that what Helen tells me, what you tell me. However, it's hard when I'm seeing things unravel like this. I'm going to request a transfer after storm season. I can't remain a part of this. No, it's bad news. Adam, I received a concern from Helen that you're simply not able to handle Wyatt Taylor and his conspiracy theories. It stands to jeopardize everything I know. It stands to jeopardize everything. I know you're against taking action, but you leave me no choice. Jack Stevenson. There's 2 people called Jack in this game? That's impossible. That wouldn't happen in real life.
Due to power issues, we've had to switch to officer access areas. This really hasn't helped with the paranoia. Things are getting a little wild now. I'm about to go and inspect the hangar doors with Nick, who claims claw marks or something. They're actually considering an animal tried to break in. Imagine. That really would be the cherry on top. Alien life. First contact. And it's here on Solis.
This is Wait, what's this? Oh, it's the hangar. There's no dates on these like surveillance footage. I don't know when a lot of these have been taken. I mean, some of the footage has dates on it, but the surveillance cameras don't. And they're clearly not happening now.
I'm recording this as a record. The Better Tomorrow project, it's not what we thought it was. That there is no tomorrow. I know that now. We are all damned. The Frontiers project needs to be shut down. I've spoken with Wyatt and we have filed our complaints to Central. I'm sorry, Alan. Forgive us. We were fools to ever think there wouldn't be a cost.
Someone's trying to get inside me. They caused the claw marks. So there's a couple of people who talked about the claw marks. They talked about some rocks having some as well. I don't know if that's part of the hallucinations or the paranoia. Like that he's saying they could hear noises at night and that they found claw marks on rocks. But it could all just be part of the sort of group hysteria caused by the soil, I think, or whatever Helen's putting in the soil. And I thought, can I get into Helen's room yet? Is this Helen's room? There was a file that said there was a sample of whatever Helen was working on in her room. But maybe I can't get it until I think, I need it. There'd be no point sort of just picking up random vials until I've figured it out, I guess. Okay. There are private rooms down here, but I can't open those ones because they're all just regular locked. Although I lifted the lockdown. So are they still locked? I think they might still be locked.
Door locked.
Yeah. These are the other crew members. These are the people who weren't here. These are the engineers who all got sent home once the storm kicked in. Apparently. Are there any other level 5 doors? Oh, there was one. No, I don't want the crew quarters. I want the atrium. How do I get back to the atrium? Private bathroom. Private bathroom's there. So is this door? That's maybe something more than just trying to do research and make new places for life. Make me think that why I was doing the right thing if it's something that's genuinely spreading and not just a psychological thing. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Like, it's like, is he doing like, do the ends justify the means with what Wyatt's doing? If there is genuinely something here that needs to be contained, and he's genuinely trying to contain it, or is he just imagining that there's something that needs to be contained here? But I suppose if this virus is causing people to hallucinate, then technically that virus is actually something that needs to be contained. So, yes. Okay, so I can get to the greenhouse now. Maybe we'll get some answers. And maybe we'll find... Oh, in chapter 4.
Jessica.
Where is he?
Just stop this, please. You don't know what you're doing.
I could say the same to you.
I'm saving lives. That's what I do.
Adam, Asim, how exactly did you save them?
I've let this go on long enough.
Okay, nice chatting, Wyatt. My name is Alex from Marble Hornets. I never finished that. That was the YouTube series, wasn't it? About like
I can't believe these are real.
Slender Man. I remember watching a few of them a long time ago, and I kind of petered out. I thought there were bugs on them, but I think it's just some weird texture effect. Like I thought there was like flies on them, and I was thinking, how did they get flies in space? Like again, surely that's one of the advantages of being in space, is like you kind of have complete control over what species are there. The perfect size and shape. Anyway. So they did manage to grow fruit and vegetables on Mars, which was what Helen was saying was like their aim. But she was putting something in the soil to make it grow, and I think that's what's caused everything. Bees!
Amazing. Even all the way up here. Come on, Jess. Stop staring at bees. Time to go.
No, keep staring at the bees. One's actions surrounding Alex, taking extreme measures to contain something that's threatening the lives of others. I mean, again, if that is the case, yes. We shall find out. There's only 4 chapters to this game, so we'll get our answer one way or another sooner or later.
Progress. It's a funny thing, really. You are so preoccupied with whether you could. You never stop to think if you should.
That's from Jurassic Park. Don't let me interrupt you, buddy. You keep fluffing up the plants. I don't know what you're doing. That's what plants like, being constantly prodded by a robot. And that's what makes them grow. Unless it's ends up being one of those open-ended, vague ending kind of games. I hate that. If it does end up being like, oh, it's up to your interpretation what happened, I'll be like, okay, yep, the bad reviews are absolutely 100% justified. I hate that in video games. Don't leave it up to your interpretation. Give us an answer.
It's going to be okay. Focus and calm. Just like they taught me. Focused mind.
There's only a few instances where that kind of ending is okay. I think the ending of Total Recall, for example, I was okay with that because I thought that was clever. But
that's
yeah,
all I need. Aggro bees.
Ooh. The results are highly confidential, not for distribution. Signatures must be provided at the end of this report. Compound 19, Table 1, Growth, Compound 19 became contaminated due to another bee-related escape. The batch now needs to be created once more. Interestingly, the bees that came into contact remain fine and have been returned to the apiary. Okay, where did the aggro bees come from then? Hey, salutations, the adorable Luna. I agree. Exactly. It's just such a cop-out. It's so annoying when you play like all the way through a game and they're like, no, what happened? I don't know. It's like, tell me! You haven't written a story. You've written half of a story. The end is a vital part of any
What
piece of fiction.
have they created? That does not sound legal.
Alright, compound 23. The compound can sustain growth whilst maintaining a healthy level of nutrients. The food created here has been tested to reveal more advanced traces of the compound, so the soil is not acting as a desired catalyst. The formula needs to be revisited. I don't know that there's anything here that's like she's going like, oh man, this sounds super illegal what they're doing, and it's just a really boring report about soil. She didn't comment on that one. Yeah, it takes very careful detail and planning to make that type of ending work. I agree. It's just, and yeah, you can't just chuck it in at the end. Hey, salutations, Jin. How's the game so far? It is good, I think, but we're just talking about the ending. Like, it's got to give us a definitive ending, or it's going to be disappointing. This is about bee behavior. Since coming into contact with the compound, we've continued to monitor the behavior of the bees. There seems to be little change other than a slight uptick in activity. Further monitoring is required. I mean, these reports all seem kind of like humdrum. Like, yeah, the soil's... The catalyst in the soil is getting into the food, so we're going to have to make another compound. The bees got into the compound, but they seem okay.
This is why they're digging so deep. Prospect, too.
Some sections of plants seem to overgrow and expire almost overnight. Here the compound is clearly unbalanced and needs recalibrating to meet the needs of the soil catalyst from Planum. Oh, okay, so I think the soil catalyst is what they've been digging for. I guess that's what she's talking about. But it's making the plants grow too much. That's what you do. And you find a strange compound, just give it a shake. This, I mean, so far this still seems okay.
It looks like they almost grew too fast.
I mean, it sounds like you just read the report that said that they grew too fast, and you're pretending like you know anything about plants, Jessica. I'm going to be honest. It's like, yes, this definitely looks like they grew too fast. It's like, oh, actually, it was the ones over here that grew too fast. And it's like, oh, those just withered because of lack of sunlight or something. Passcode. Okay, I use passcode to get whatever's in there. That's a battery for later. It's the closest thing this game has to actual mechanics.
Maybe it's better if she doesn't know.
Brazil, 2078. Oh, it's nice to know that Brazil still exists in 2078. Nice to have that confirmed. Let's check her computer. Dear Helen, thank you for the update. That is terrific news. Congratulations to your team. This does mean we can now move to Phase 2. I'll inform the team. Have fun celebrating. Now dispatch your team to collect a sample tomorrow. So yeah, I think they said that they finalised it, and that I think that locked drawer is the sample. So... It's climbing the odd compound in the soil is causing odd behaviour in the bees and plants, and the compound seems to cause aggression and paranoia in humans. Thinking about it, there was a report that someone complained about finding bees in their suit. So maybe what happened is the bee that got in the compound that they returned, then got in the suit and stung Wyatt, made him, or maybe stung multiple people, made them paranoid. I don't know. It's definitely. I think it's definitely paranoia that's making them all sort of angry and Wyatt going around killing everyone. Dear Helen, your site manager and security have been informed of his suspension. It wasn't easy to push through, but we feel with his removal on your report, it's in all interests to make sure your work isn't interrupted. Come tomorrow, he will no longer be on site, and my team will arrive to collect the sample. Jack Stevenson. So this was the 10th of October. I forget what day it is today. Helen, what we've created can't be shared. I spoke with Wyatt earlier, who feels the same way. When we first started this journey, we wanted to make something that could change lives. Now I feel what lies in that vial is more than just lightning in a bottle. As I'm away for storm season, I've had a chance to reflect on the harm it could potentially do. We still don't fully understand what we have made. It would be irresponsible to turn it over to Jack and his team. They have no intention of using it to create sustainable oxygen here or at other sites. You know it, I know it. Let's chat when I'm back next month. I hope you can see it from my side. Torsten Schmidt. I can't believe you've actually done it. Come home and celebrate. You don't need to be up there anymore. We miss you here. Come home. So proud of you, Sarah. Hello, your package for Sarah Dunbar has been collected. Further updates will be emailed over once transit has begun. You can track your package using your reference number on the Terra portal. Thanks. Okay, so it sounds like she may have sent a package of the stuff to her partner.
Compiling a new compound this week has meant for a more concentrated measure. As the teams continue to provide us with samples from the site, we look to regulate the growth rate through controlled nutrients. Whilst time runs out for those back home, we are so close to sustaining life here. The work we're doing is bigger than all of us.
Oh, yeah. Helen did mention that in an earlier one, that they were trying to do... the whole point of them doing this was because Earth was apparently not in the best shape.
We are beginning to see aggressive acceleration with Compound 26. It seems to be able to sustain environmental hazards as a result. This development has been fundamental in...
Ma'am, Dr. Taylor is here again, requesting to come downstairs.
For the last time, he doesn't have clearance. He shouldn't be here.
Yes, ma'am. However, he says it's a question of ethics.
Where is he?
Boreal region, ma'am.
Seems like a friendly conversation they're having. You'd think in 2080 the security cameras would have microphones. Okay, so I think this was literally like just before we got here, because she was still alive when she only just died as we got here. I think there was definitely a file about this. I was hoping the whole... Oh, dang it. I was hoping it was one of those ones where if you hold down it would just scroll really quickly. It's good to see you. Not many venture out to our shack. Reset your password request so I hear the login issues. Hopefully these are resolved. I think this was 020689. Let me try it. I don't think this. I think this was for something else, but no, it's a 4-digit password. I guess it could be just 2078. Let's try 2078. There's another thing I could click on the bookshelf. No, that's just the panel to get out. Nope, not 2078. Last time there's only been a few passwords in this game. Everyone leaves their computer unlocked. Last time there was just a post-it note on the wall. Alright, let me check my... Let me go back to the messages. Because I'm sure there was a message about putting it in the drawer in Helen's office. As the login issues. Maybe it was an audio file. Dang it. Was there anything in her emails? Maybe I just don't have the information to open it yet. I mean, it's not an objective to get it. My objective is to find Jack at the moment. Yeah, I checked. Maybe there'll be like an alternate ending if I get that or don't get that. I don't know. Oh, hello.
Where could he be?
Oh, I thought those were plants. I see now that they're like compound.
The Frontier Project. That was shut down years ago.
I mean, we've read multiple files about the Frontier Project. It's weird that you're only just commenting on it. Okay, I thought she'd maybe turn her camera, her light on when she came back here. It's very dark. Compound 22. Compound composition. Creating compounds is becoming increasingly harder due to the lower quantities of planum soil we are receiving. This sample is of much smaller scale and therefore hard to determine its effects. Oh, so it was literally just soil they were digging up from deep in the Martian surface, I guess.
The success. So, she did it. Is he after this? For himself?
After the success of Compound 23, we now look to create a more streamlined and stable compound in order to share our research with other Terra facilities. So it was Compound 26 that was actually successful, like the final version. That was the one she had in the video. And that's what she's got a sample of in her drawer. Wait, was this the one I just checked? Yes. I just walked in a circle and picked up the same file again. I think the soil's getting to me. Oh, we're in a cutscene.
Out of the depths and into the jungle, it seems. Where even am I? He can't be anywhere else.
You're in space, Jessica. Outdated soil or outdated chemicals. Well, it might be that because they were saying they needed to dig deeper and deeper to get more soil. So maybe they dug up something. They went too deep. They dug too deep. And they did a dwarf and found something they want, that wasn't plenum soil. And that's what's made everyone all loopy. I don't know. Okay, I know you have a flashlight on your helmet. Turn it on when it gets dark. I don't have the power to make you do it. I always hated that in Resident Evil as well, where they would, in the remakes, where they have a torch, and they can turn it on when it gets dark, but there's just certain areas where they're just like, it's only a little bit dark. It's fine. I enjoy theorizing. No, it's good. I mean, that's what this kind of game's for. It's, that's why I like this genre of game. It's fun to sort of piece together what's happened as you go and come up with a theory as you go.
What happened here?
Okay, so that's what killed Helen. I guess I can...
Door locked.
Nope, no I can't. I was going to say I could release the lock on the airlock, but I guess it doesn't want me to. So he stabbed her, she then stumbled outside, and then made it back to the front door just after Jack arrived earlier.
This is bad news. Anytime I've seen that logo, trouble follows.
Better Tomorrow is a Frontier Projects initiative with only the best in mind for the future of humanity. Yeah. Anytime any sort of civil organization promises a better future for humanity, they're normally evil. It's just a rule, you know? Cool. Well, thank you for letting me come back here. Appreciate being able to explore. Hey, thank you for the follow, Dr. Luna. Much appreciated. Welcome. Welcome to the team? I don't know.
All this? This is the reason they're here. No wonder such an old base is still operational.
Catwalk, I guess. Everything else is locked. I guess there's... Yeah, there's nothing to explore on those levels, that's fine. I'm at the beginning of the end of the game. This is very near the end. This game only has 4 chapters. So I think I'm like maybe... about 2 hours in, so I'm probably like maybe within half an hour of the end of the game, I reckon. I played the first 2 chapters last week. Where I played as a different character.
All this. Such a beautiful sight. Even up here.
Yeah, it's lovely. Oh, I'm still getting the shakes. It's weird because I've had my helmet on. The only time I took it off was when I threw up earlier. But I think I had the shakes before that. Frontier Project was shut down several years prior, but somehow they're working on this Better Tomorrow project. I can't remember if they said they were working on it secretly or if they were working on it without permission. I think they were working on it secretly because, like, they were communicating with people from other parts of the organization. Wait, did I just go back on myself? I can't. Okay, that's super helpful. Let me go out from under the light. Where am I? so I took that lift up, and I'm now taking this lift back down. Okay. Yeah, it is really short, especially because this game was 25 quid as well, which I was like, is a bit steep for the length of it. Like, it's well made, and it's got a good...
It's going to be all right.
It's got a good cast. Okay. You know, and, you know, I imagine 20 of those 25 quid is for Troy Baker. Like, he's a, you know, he's an expensive man. But yeah, it's difficult to justify the 25 quid price tag given the length. I'd say if you wanted to get this game yourself, maybe wait until it's at least 10 quid cheaper. Oh, I'm locked in. Wyatt, don't be hiding in the bushes or something. Well, what did I just say? Now, see, if I picked up one of the many knives that I've... Oh. Also, the QTEs are really short on this. Oh, great, now he has my knife. That's the problem with stabbing someone. When you shoot someone, they don't take your gun. Oh, hello.
Fuck this. Fuck staying calm.
Yeah, he's pretty agile considering he's, you know, all stabbed. Fuck this. Fuck staying calm. Now I'm going to casually walk away at a regular pace. Again, I don't want to get sweaty. It's just, you don't know how stinky the spacesuit gets when you start sweating in it. It's the worst. I don't care if I get stabbed. Hey, Jack.
Jack, wake up, Jack. Are you okay?
Do you have any idea what I've done? What this has taken from me?
Look, I read Helen's work. You can report this.
Helen's work? You read Helen's work? What about my work? And I did report this to everybody. And you know what they did?
What?
They suspended me. Me, of all people.
Yeah,
they came for me. At my facility, and they took everything.
We can walk out of here, tell everyone what we know.
These were my colleagues. They were my friends.
Yeah, you're a bad friend.
Family.
You're a bad family member.
You know what it feels like? To realize you're never going home again.
We can. We all could.
That's sweet. But your hand's shaking? Yeah. That's the first sign. And after that, it's not good. I'm sorry.
You still got my knife.
I'm sorry, it's gotta be this way, because you really look like good people. And trust me, I take no joy in any of this.
Yeah, go kidney punch. What did I stab him with? How many knives do I have? I'm an engineer. Oh. Oh.
I'm sorry.
Yay. I'm saving myself.
You walk.
I know you want to like I didn't think it was possible to move any slower in this game. I know you want to save Jessica, but I feel like you really should take care of Wyatt. Like, you are really leaving your backs exposed here.
Wait here.
Yeah, you wait in there with the.
I told you chivalry wasn't dead.
Okay, well. The good news is we don't need to get medical assistance for Jessica anymore. So even if I had got the plan, even if I did know the password for that drawer, that would have been on that would have been on Jessica, and I wouldn't have it unless unless there's still. How did I fail tapping X? Am I not tapping fast enough? Yeah, really should have taken care of Wyatt.
I know this is hard. Being a martyr always is.
Oh, I was
your partner.
No, they wouldn't have
understood that.
There wouldn't have been a QT behind my head that I missed, would there?
You got a chance to do the right thing here, Jack. How will they remember us? As the ones who saved them from certain death? Or the ones who allowed it to happen? They'll name schools after us. Erect statues in our honor. We will become immortalized. And your friend... her?
Yeah, there may be an ending attached to it. Once we finish, I'll check and see whether there are different endings.
I can't even remember her name.
Nope. Wasn't expecting a shoulder button. Oh, come on, you're not gonna get me axed because one shoulder button is pressed. Oh. Well, that's gonna make driving a lot harder. I'm surprised that had enough punches. Like, from that angle, that's... I mean, I have just given him his axe back, though. That's the problem. Yeah, that's fine. Have a sit down, have a little cry. That's okay.
We do what we must for those we love.
Yay.
Stand down.
I'm not.
Don't shoot me. If they had arrived a second earlier and I was like attacking him, that could have ended a lot differently.
Yourself.
Sir, are you able to respond?
Receive the call from engineer
Sir, let's respond or we will shoot you. We're kind of a shoot first, ask questions later kind of organization. Okay. Oh wow. If that's the only ending, that's bad. Okay. Well, let's do a quick Google. Let's do a quick Google. Solis endings.
The radiant path taken before. What's still here for us? Left from the others. Do you explore the inner voice? The darkest corners.
Okay, so there is an alternate ending, but it's not any better. I wonder if I could just reload and get it real quick. Maybe there's ending attached to the chemical, like you bring the chemical. Yeah. Well, maybe there's a post-credit scene. But if not, oh, I was, okay, well, it's not possible to save Jess. That much is clear, apparently. According to Gamer Rant. Or Game Rant, I guess. There's only one R. That's apparently the quote-unquote good ending. There is a worse ending I can get, which, if I can get it easily, I will do, but, that's not great. That doesn't explain anything.
Chris.
Okay, hang on.
I sent you a package. Do not open it. Okay? Do not open it. Just take it to Tom. Don't tell anyone. But he'll know what to do. There's something I gotta do up here, but, tuck the girls in for me, and, give him a kiss. I love you, Chrissy.
Okay, and I still didn't answer anything. So, what is... I think... Maybe this gets... I mean, so I was looking at the password for the safe to see if, like, getting that did anything. There is an audio log for it. Let me see, if I click continue, where does it load me in? If it loads me in, like, just before the final encounter with Wyatt. Okay. Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go back. Unfortunately, this does mean walking back real slowly. So I'm just going to head back to the drawer, open it up, and listen to the audio file in that. Maybe that audio file is good. Oh wait, no, that's... Dang it, hang on, I went the wrong way. I thought I was facing the way I needed to go, so I turned around. The code was in one of the one of the earlier audio logs. I knew they'd mentioned it. I knew they'd talked about the draw like much earlier on, but I thought it was an email. Okay, so we're gonna have to go backtrack a little bit, but maybe this will shed some light on some stuff. So. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. And maybe this audio log will confirm it. I think it's that you say they managed to grow plants on Mars, which was good, but there was an unintended consequence in that it was creating some kind of hallucinogen that was making people paranoid, which would explain the scratches outside because they think, oh, there's a wild animal on the surface of Mars, which there isn't, because it's Mars, there's nothing out there. And would also explain why Wyatt thought that he needed to kill everyone to keep it contained, which he kind of did. Like, I guess if they had taken this soil and taken it back to Earth and started using it to grow stuff, they would have... But you would hope that they would maybe test it before, rolling it out for widespread population, but yeah, I mean, there are instances where that doesn't happen. We put lead in paint and asbestos in the buildings, so why not put a hallucinogen in all the soil? Okay, so I need to go back through the greenhouse and down to the first floor. There might be a few other collectibles that I've missed as well. Just because I didn't re-explore the base isn't massive, so there's not a huge amount of places to go. I think the crew quarters was the big thing that I didn't that you needed to go back to once you had the level 5 keycard, which I did. I don't remember there being another level 5 door anywhere that I didn't go through though. So I think I got as much as I could get, other than this drawer. I might include it being an airborne thing as well, since the ending scene seems to indicate that she opened it and caused... Well, I think that I'm not entirely sure, because that picture was the picture that was on his desk. So I think it was just showing the picture of his desk. Not like a picture that they had at home. But then it's not clear where at home is. Like, are they on Earth or are they on a space station? But here we go. Here's compound D26. Which there's an achievement for, but I'm not taking it with me. What I want is the audio file. Come on. Give me some plot. Hang on. Please ring up.
Compiling a new compound this week has meant for a more concentrated measure. As the teams continue to provide us with samples from the site, we look to regulate the growth rate through controlled nutrients.
Oh, wait, no, we watched these ones. These were the phone computer. It's just this one.
I can't believe it. We did it, Mom.
Well, that didn't really give us much of anything. Hang on, there might be an email attached to it. Oh, hang on. She's not putting her arm up. Nope, that's just the email from Sarah. Okay. So Helen at least seems to think that she was successful. I think that plant that she was holding up was in her office upstairs. And she got a plan. Oh, I wonder if I can skip to the main. If I just go to main menu and then continue, do you reckon it'll load me back to where I was? So I don't have to walk all the way back down again. Nope, gotta walk back. Gotta walk back. Just making sure I had those. Okay. So yeah, we'll walk back, and we'll get the worse ending. There's unfortunately no better ending. So I think we've got all the plot that we're going to get. I don't think getting this work. This is just for completion's sake, really. Just so we can like say that we've seen everything this game has to offer. Yeah, I'm not in love with that ending. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan. I really was hoping they would be clear about exactly what happened here. I think we've got a pretty good idea of what happened, but it's just nice. It doesn't take 5 seconds for them to go, like, just a bit of text, like, oh, it was a hallucinogen. Crazy. That's not where I need to go. Like, literally crazy. And stabbed everyone. Really thought you'd take the compound with you. I guess, in character, Jess doesn't really care. Like, she's not... Her goal is to save Jack. She's not really here to find the truth here, which is... I care about the truth, just because, you know, I'm nosy. But Jess is just like, I just want to get my friend and get out of here. But yeah, Wyatt would have really saved himself a lot of trouble if he just killed Jack as soon as he was unconscious, rather than tying him to a chair and using him as bait. I won't screw up the QTE this time. From what I've read, doesn't matter, but nice, you know, it'd be nice to see a competent fight this time. makes me wonder, like, given the length of this game, do you reckon maybe there was like a jog button, and people were like, I can complete this game in like 2.5 hours, and they went, oof, that is too short. That is too short. Let's get rid of the function. Let's get rid of the jog button. That will make it at least 4.5. I found the ending is inspired by John Carpenter's The Thing, where they're sitting by the fire and the ending is left vague, with the audience not knowing exactly what's going on. It just feels like such a cop-out, though. Just tell us. Like, surely whoever wrote this story has an idea of what's happening. So just tell us. It's not clever. It's not, I think it's one of my least favourite. Does it count as a trope? I guess it counts as a trope. Hey Jack, I'll be with you in a sec. Oh, no, I can't go over to the right. I was gonna go and check out that door.
Jack, wake up, Jack. Are you okay?
Do you have any idea what I've done?
So again, this game is actually quite a lot like Firewatch.
You can report this.
I enjoyed the journey and I hated the ending.
You read Helen's work. What about my work?
I really recommend the first like 95% of Firewatch. Great game.
You know what they did?
The last 5%, awful.
They suspended me. Me, of all people. They came for me. At my facility, and they took everything.
We can walk out of here, tell everyone what we know.
These were my colleagues. They were my friends. They're my family.
Yeah, the whole thing with The Thing is that it was basically, I mean, it was basically Among Us, wasn't it? Where they were all like suspecting each other, and so at the end, when you didn't know, like, oh, is it the guy or is it the thing? I actually haven't seen The Thing. I just know the premise, and I played the video game, I think, weirdly. So I don't actually know the exact ending. I'm guessing that's what it is. But with this, it's like they built up this thing with her having like a tremor in her hand, but then he kills her, so you never get to find out whether that actually was, was she actually sick?
She really look like good people.
Was she just nervous?
Trust me, I take no joy in any of this.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure there's nothing behind my head this time. Okay, no, I didn't mess that up. She just dies.
I'm sorry.
Look.
Why do they have an axe in space? Like a fire axe is normally to like chop down a door in case of a fire. But all these doors, you can't chop down any of these doors. They're made of metal. And there's no trees. Why do they have a space axe? I mean, they do have a tree, but that wasn't like a lumberjack's axe.
Wait here.
And they weren't like cutting down trees for timber, lumber. Timber.
I told you chivalry wasn't dead.
Don't you
So they're trying to go for is Jack infected or not infected. It feels like a weakness happened. The thing is, there's like, I don't remember there being any indication that Jack was ever infected. Like, you never see Jack's hand generally. Okay, so to get the worst ending, you basically just have to like not press anything here, or I mean, I guess the idea is that you fail this button press. And you don't make it to the hangar. Oh, there we go. Do you know, I was just about to say, considering how much of a deal they made about the helmet in the first one, I'm surprised the helmet, like one of the helmets breaking never really, like, came into play. Because they're constantly, like, trying to, like, smash each other in the head. So yeah, this is the bad ending. It's not that much worse, but or I guess you could say the good ending isn't that much better. But I get a different trophy, so that's cool. There might be a different... Wait. Alright, there was some grunting going on. I don't know if I accidentally triggered that when I pressed the touchpad. This ending is just everyone dies then. Well, I don't know. I mean, if anything, we were both still alive when they were cut to black this time. But I guess, yeah, we'll see if there's a new post-credit scene. However, if there isn't, or it's the same as before, yeah, I feel like the reviews are justified for this game. I think the journey was great. I mean, the fact that you can't move any quicker than like a walking pace is irritating, but you know, that's a minor complaint. The price for the length is also a complaint, but again, a minor one because of the quality of it. But the fact that they just don't like give you a satisfying conclusion to the actual story, I can't forgive that. The ending of a game is very like sticking the landing is so important to me in any kind of like narrative, because my enjoyment of the game is contingent on the ending like being satisfying. And if the ending's bad, it retroactively sours my enjoyment of the game, because I was only enjoying it whilst I was under the assumption there was going to be a good payoff. That's why I don't want to watch like TV shows. Like, I really wanted to watch Game of Thrones, but I missed the first few seasons, and I was like, oh, there's so much to catch up on now. Maybe I'll wait till it's done and then buy like a box set. And then people complain about the ending, and it's like, well, now I don't want to watch it. Because I'm sure that Game of Thrones is great up until the last season, but then if the last season doesn't stick the landing, it's like, well, the rest of it's pointless. A waste of time. Salutations, Brian. That's the game was Detective Pikachu. We roasted that game regardless. Yeah, Detective Pikachu was, disappointing. I think then the thing with Detective Pikachu's got a different thing where it's like I was really enjoying the story, but the gameplay in that game is so bad, like so aggressively bad. It's put me off buying the sequel. Like I do not want to buy Detective Pikachu. I was gonna. Yeah, okay, this is the same scene.
I say.
Yeah, main menu. Okay, yeah, alright, yeah. I mean, I think maybe like, if I had to score this, maybe like a 6 out of 10. I think 7 out of 10 is maybe too generous. Yeah, that is unfortunate. This game had a lot going for it. I apparently missed 2 collectibles, which is interesting. This game had a lot going for it, and it just didn't stick the landing. I can't believe I missed so much stuff. I explored. There must have been like a room I missed. So I missed 1 audio log, 2 audio logs, 1 email, 2 emails, 3 emails, 1 video log, and another email. So I think these are all in chronological order. So you can kind of play through, you can go through them beginning to end and kind of get an idea of what happened. But most of the ones I missed are quite early on. I guess maybe that one might have been important. I don't know. I feel like though, if knowing the plot of your game rests on like maybe a couple of files, that's not a good sign. Maybe I'll do some Googling. Maybe someone's compiled some, I don't know, some theories on Reddit or something that I can. In fact, let me have a quick. Let me just type in ending explained. There's normally 1,000 articles for any game. There you go. Vox or Smash? What do you have to say? Okay, you don't see anything. Otaku Cart. I don't know what these websites are. There's so many gaming websites these days. I can't keep track of them. Yeah, Exploits for Solis. Yeah, so Wyatt believed Compound 4026 was dangerous. An email to Adam from Oscar states that Adam had removed Wyatt's complaint about the health of people working in the greenhouse, and Richardson demanded to know why. So yeah, there was a complaint about the health, and they did delete the complaint. So maybe there was some truth. I mean, there was obviously something. Call for Smack's call for cover up. Helen achieved success. She's informed her to move to phase 2 and she dispatched a team to collect a sample the following day. Wyatt kills everyone. He sent a package to Earth, told her wife not to open it. We got all that. Convinced herself the only way to contain things is to kill the 5 remaining crew members. Which I wouldn't have even solved the problem. Like he said, the only way to contain it is to kill the 5 remaining crew members. But as they said, there were other crew members that just weren't there. They got sent home. So they could have still potentially been sick if there was a virus. So it's extreme emotions for sure. Compound 26 were in the wrong hands. Wyatt killed Oscar. Blah 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 blah. Took out Sim. Killed her then. One thing that happened in Fort Solis was the hangar door got damaged. Workers started speculating as to what could have caused it. The most obvious and widely accepted version of events was the storm that damaged it. Nick even found a rock which he gave to his pal Dawson, which bore deep scratch marks on it. Not only that, but the scratch marks are consistent. An email from Nick Dawson mentioned power issues and i5 support. Seems getting sick due to a time delay. But it's interesting, this email says that Nick can't have people looking into his team. What was he hiding? Terra is definitely up to something suspicious, even more so when you see an email from another researcher named Torsten Schmidt. His thoughts echo Wyatt's, the Common 26 is dangerous and that they don't fully understand it. Because the lightning in a bottle. Helen, like Wyatt, also sent a package home. Okay, so they're just summing up what we know, but not actually any. Yeah, there's not. I don't think we missed anything like crucial, plot-wise. I think we got all of the plot, and it's just left intentionally ambiguous because I guess that's harder than coming up with a satisfying ending. That's the jaded part of me. That's the jaded part of me that's like, we can't be bothered to like come up with a concrete solution to all this, so we'll just leave it kind of ambiguous and you can kind of guess. It's like, no, I hate that. 6 out of 10. They could be dead. They were sent home, I bet, in body bags with a hope. Well, I mean, yeah, if there was some sort of corporate cover-up, then yeah, maybe they did. And you know, and if the stuff is actually dangerous, I assume they would be quarantined. But I'm just like, from Wyatt's point of view, killing all of the crew members that were still on board wouldn't have solved anything. But yeah, like he was clearly unhinged and paranoid, and like he had clearly lost it by that point. So I guess he wasn't thinking super rationally. Well, anyway, I'm glad I finished it. So we know. But yeah, I can't recommend, unfortunately. Real question: you have to replay one, Fort Solis or Wanted Dead? Ugh. Wanted Dead was bad for other reasons. There were parts of Wanted Dead that I liked. I mean, I liked most of this. It's just the ending that was bad. Wanted Dead was definitely Fort Solis was definitely shorter, if nothing else. So I'd say this. I'd replay this because I reckon if I didn't read any of the files, I could probably knock this out in like 2 hours. You able to get a refund? No, I bought it. I think I've put in at least 5 hours into this game. I think, which I'm over the. I think it's less. I think it's the same rules as Steam. I think you've got maybe a week or 2 weeks if you don't play it, and then I think it's under 2 hours you can refund it. So yeah, I mean, I you know, if I could have waited until the game had been out for a slightly longer and read the reviews rather than buying it day one, and I would have realised, maybe it wasn't worth. Maybe it wasn't worth buying, but this is my this is one of my favorite genre of games, so I was quite happy to take the risk on this one. Observation is another really good one, in the same sort of similar vein, which I recommend. That actually has it goes quite sci-fi, but I think the ending's more satisfying. It's still sort of ambiguous, but I think it does a better job of explaining. Like it's more open-ended rather than ambiguous, in that they don't sort of go like, it's sort of like, you don't know what happens next, but you kind of have an idea of what happened across the game. So yeah, I recommend Observation. Don't recommend Fort Solis, sadly. Yeah, live and learn. That's the thing. You gotta play the bad games occasionally to enjoy the good ones. And this game has a lot going for it. Like I said, as you said earlier, nice graphics, nice acting, but yeah, just the length and the story just lacking. Anyway, that was fun. I want to stream tomorrow, but I don't know what to play. I'm playing Starfield on Friday and Saturday. That's set in stone. But I don't want to play tomorrow. I don't want to play Detective Pikachu anymore. I think I'm going to abandon that game. I might watch a video just to sort of see how it ends, because apparently it does end differently to the movie, so there is that going for it. But yeah, I don't want to play it anymore. So I need a good one-off game I can play tomorrow. So maybe I'll go and see if there's like a indie something I can play. Maybe I'll just take a day off. Nah, I'll stream something tomorrow. Anyway, we'll call it there. Thanks for watching if you did. Thanks for the follows, thanks for the raids. Much appreciated for, thanks. Always nice. I suppose I should see if I can return the favour. Is anyone streaming? Nope, no one I follow is... Well, no one if I follow that would... Nah, no one's streaming. Never mind. I was streaming like suggestions. Always open for suggestions. I never... I mean, you are a subscriber, so I do say that subscribers can make me play at least one game. I have a couple... Actually, that's a good point. I do have a couple of games that I'm supposed to be playing. Maybe I'll play one of them. But I'm always open to suggestions for stuff to play. If it's, you know, if you can think of a good, like, short, like 3 to 4 hour game that I could play in a like one-off session. No worry, Briar. It's always nice to see you. Don't worry about being late or early or in the middle. It's all good. Yeah. Yeah. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow if I can find something to play. Bye-bye.